Hey everyone, it's nurse practitioner Amila Singh from Carpe Diem Concierge Medicine, here to provide you with medical cannabis education. As promised, I'm now a certified cannabis provider. That means that if you or anyone you know are interested in medical cannabis, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via telephone, email, or social media. Now, let's talk a little bit about cannabis, also known as marijuana. It was previously only known as an illicit street drug. That means that its distribution was through unlicensed persons. There was no control over purity versus contamination, which increased the risk for mortality and death. That started changing. In May 2013, Maryland began using it in its medical centers. And by April 14th, 2014, Maryland became the 21st state to legalize it. And by December 2017, sales started. This means that now cannabis is FDA regulated. There's evidence-based research and quality controls to support cannabis use in medical conditions. Cannabis is still federally restricted, and until this restriction is removed, rules and regulations are governed by state laws. Disclaimer: it is governed by the state that is indicated on your driver's license or identification card. So please be sure that it says Maryland if you are reaching out for care with me. There's conclusive or substantial evidence that says that cannabis aids in pain, cancer-related nausea, spasticity, and multiple sclerosis. There's moderate evidence for its use in sleep or obstructive sleep apnea, fibromyalgia, chronic pain, and again, MS. This list is not limited to these slides. Please be advised. How does it work? It enters through the endocannabinoid system via two receptors, CB1 and CB2. It then can elicit its effects on the central and peripheral nervous system, creating effects on pain, perception, mood, and memory, therefore helping with relaxation, appetite, sleep, and the list goes on. Cannabinoids do bind to lipids. That means that it is stored in fat. So fat content controls not only its storage, but its release during exercise. There are two components of marijuana that I want to focus on. One component is CBD and the other is THC. They have very different chemical makeups or chemovars. THC, when marijuana is smoked, marijuana produces high levels of THC, therefore creating a lot of psychoactive effects, also known as a lot of sensory stimulation. Because of this, there is great harmony in pairing CBD and THC together for medical use. There are also two routes that I want to discuss when it pertains to cannabis. When inhaling cannabis, know that it arrives in the body quickly. However, it also leaves the body quickly and lasts an average of 2 to 3 hours. Via ingestion, it takes longer to arrive in the body, however, has a longer effect. It does have to pass through the liver. So please discuss any liver issues you may have with your provider. Either form has overdose potential, so it's very important to take as directed and not to share. Remember that cannabis is the top scheduled controlled drug. Dosing. It's really important to start low and slow, especially if you're new to the experience. Please be sure to disclose all medical conditions and medications that you're using so that we can try to avoid side effects and interactions with medications. CBD and THC doses are then based on patient goals and medical history. Here are some recommendations. If vaping, it's most recommended to vape the flower part versus oil. If you do use oil, know that there's a high risk for smoke inhalation. That is why you shouldn't order vapes from offline or the black market. When you are choosing a product, choose a product that has the least amount or no additives, as they can also create impact in your body. If you have a joint that is affecting you, Topicals are best suited for localized issues. If you have more questions, please be sure to follow the page and stay tuned for more education. Also be sure to visit mmcc.maryland.gov and click on the Patients tab to get your MMCC cannabis ID card. After that, you can then provide that ID card to me for certification and then therefore qualification of medical cannabis. Stay tuned for great information, and please don't hesitate to reach out to me for primary care or any medical needs that you may have. Thank you.